Hello there, this is Patricia from Pinky's World, and today I'm showing you a cute little Ferrero Rocher box. It looks like half a cracker to me, you know. I saw this over on the Paper Pixies website and I just wanted to have a wee go. It's perfect fit for a Ferrero Rocher, so I am definitely going to make these now for my Christmas table for sure. I'm going to do it nice Christmas stuff, but I'm going to show you today how to do it in case you want to do the same yourself. It's quite easy to do really, and you use your envelope punch board, which if you haven't got one, order yourself one because you will use it so many times. The card I'm using today is called Rich Razzleberry, and the designer papers are from the Share What You Love series, which is now available to buy singly. So if you want a pack of paper, you get 24 sheets, 12 by 12 sheets, double-sided, with some of them are pearlized. They're beautiful papers. You've seen me working with them a lot, so I know you'll enjoy them. I haven't got my small punch yet. It hasn't arrived yet. I thought it would have arrived today, but it didn't. So I'll show you a wee trick to do these, to improvise a wee bit, just if you haven't got a wee tiny punch. And I finished it off with a wee bit of ribbon. So it's just perfect. It's like a wee cracker top on it. And actually, I think if you doubled up the measurements, mirrored the image of the measurement, you could make yourself a wee cracker for the table as well, which would be quite nice. So let's get started. The stamp set I'm going to use is called Tabs for Everything. You've seen me use it too. And we're just going to use the For You out of it. There, just for you. And I'll be inking up with using Berry Burst. So let's get started. You need a piece of card. I have this all cut out ready for you. You need a piece of card 4 inches by 6 inches, and you need 4 pieces of DSP that are 1 1/4 inches square, and 4 pieces that are 1/2 inch by 1 1/4. Oops, that's it there. I think I'll zoom out a wee bit because I'm not getting much of my table in here. So we'll start with the scoreboard. Your scoreboard or your cutter, you can also use it for scoring. We'll score on the 4-inch side first. Oops. And so go to 5/8 straight down. Then go to 1 1/8. And then 1 5/8. And then down to 3 inches. And just spin it round and start off with 1 3/8, 2 3/4, 4 1/8, and 5 1/2. And that's your scoring done. Pretty easy. And there isn't even as much cutting away with this one either. So you get your burnisher and just burnish up all your things. I want this one turning in to give you that wee cracker shape, so just turn it around and fold the other way. And then go back to doing the other way. And that gives you that wee V shape. I'm not holding that. That's the way, yeah. So then just do your last one. And then go to the other side. Trying to go as quick as I can here because I know this can be boring watching it. Right, so there we are. That's it all burnished. You need your scissors now, and we're going to do a bit of cutting. So at the bottom here, we're just going to cut straight up to here. This is just your refold for the bottom of the box. So cut up all 4 of these wee strips. And the last one you're going to cut away and actually V it into that side strip. So you're taking a wee bit of it away. Didn't do that very well, sure didn't. And that's it. Now you need your envelope punch board now. So you want to get the wee holes that are going to make it fold nicely into a wee cracker shape. So we'll start here at this one, fold it down and slide it under and line it up to the 1 1/8 inch and just give it a punch. And that gives you your wee indentation. So just fold up to the next one. Again, line it up to 1 1/8. Punch. That's quite thick, this card now. You can hear the crack of it there, but it's not doing it any damage. Keep doing that right up those 4 folds or 5 folds. Right up to your last one. Well, it's not actually your last one because we're going to do another one. Your last folded one. And then just at the very end, just pop that flat one in, line it up, and that gives you that wee bit at the end there. And that's you finished with your board. Easy peasy. So that has given you your basic shape, and you can see where that folds in. And that's giving you your nice box shape. So now we're going to add our DSP. Just make sure, if you're using a pattern one like I am, just make sure you have the flowers all going up the one direction. So we'll do these 4 first. I'm just going to use my wet glue. So you know this is the bottom of your box down here, so slot these all into the wee squares. They should fit perfectly. I have been using this glue now from, I started, way back in February. And it is beginning to go low. I can feel I'm having to shake it a wee bit to get the bottom part out, but I'm still using it, which is really good value. And the wee nozzle is so perfect, far less mess than my other liquidy glues. I like it anyway. So that's those 4, and then do the same with your wee small pieces at the top. It's such a cute wee box. You wouldn't even have to stamp on it if you didn't want to. You know, you could sit and make these out of whatever paper you have. I just love the quality of Stampin' Up. That's why I'm with them. I love everything matching. And that's why I'm here. One more. Now, that's it. So we're going to actually put a bit of glue on this. Just fold that over, fold that one over and press, and that should line all up perfectly, giving you a nice wee finish to your box. This glue is great. It holds really quickly, which means you can afford to let it go fairly soon. So well, now I want, where's that? The seam is here, so that's going to the back of my box. So I want to keep everything folding towards the back, so that'll be my last fold away from the front. So just add a wee snip of glue. It doesn't need to be a lot. That'll hold that one. Leave it on this one. And then your last one you can glue nicely so it gets a good hold. Now, nice, that's the back. So you can pop in your Ferrero Rocher now. Should fit in there perfectly. And then we're going to look like that. Didn't know it did that. It was pure accident. So if you didn't want to put a ribbon, you could just close it down like that and put a wee flower or something in there. But we're going to go with our ribbon. I've cut a piece of white ribbon. Oh, it's about 12 inches long. You mightn't even need that length. And just tie it round in your wee bow. And trim off your edges. can filter about with that now till you're happy. Make it smaller. It is a bit big looking, isn't it? So maybe 10 inches ribbon would do you. You may as well save on your ribbon. So now we need to add a wee bit of stamping. Say you could leave it like that. It is pretty nice wee thing sitting there, and if you're doing that for Christmas time or even summer parties would be nice. You know, if you have people around in the evening, you're out with a drop of wine and nice wee things sitting on the table for them. It would be really good. So as I said, I haven't got a big or small enough punch to cut this size of a circle. I have it ordered, but it's not here, unfortunately. It'll be another couple of days. So I'm going to go ahead. I took this wee circle out of that stamp set that I'm using, tabs for everything. And I'm inking it up. And I'm just going to hand cut it. Now, inside I want for you. Just line that in the middle. We press. So just take your scissors and fussy cut round that. Just follow that purple line. Try not to leave any white. If you do leave some white, which I always do, you can just ink the edges using your ink pad to fill it in. I waited long enough for that to dry. Big fingers are going to spread it. So that's it done. But we wanted a background circle, and because I haven't got a small enough punch, I'm going to use this one. It is the tabs punch that cuts out this, but it doesn't cut a full circle out. So you have to be sort of crafty and cut it, punch a bit, and then cut round it. Now you could sit and draw around it using the back of the bit you cut out, but I'm not going to bother now. I did that for that one to keep it nice and neat and tidy, so it might be worth it, but you know, just use it as an area to trace the circle, but just try yourself. If you're not happy, go back into it. Follow that round as best you can to make a circle. Not too bad. Stick a wee dimensional. Where did I put you there? In the center. And pop it onto that. Oops. And you could just actually stick it to keep it flat enough on the front of your box. And there you have it. I mean, that would even be nice for Father's Day. I know my husband loves Ferrero Rochers, so he might get one of these if he's good. So that's it. I'm going to have all the information you need down below and a link to my blog, and I'll tell you all the sizes if you haven't written them down there. All the sizes, everything I used, and if you want to order anything, my link to my shop will be over on my blog too. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you get a wee go to make some. And if you do, I'd love you to pop a link on my blog and I'll come and check you out. So thank you now. Bye.